How can positivity be toxic and what can you do about it? Yesterday, I talked about why we want to overcome people who are giving us toxic positivity without confrontation. We want to deal with it inside of ourselves. The reason boiled down is because you'll feel better inside of yourself if you don't take that on. Um, the concept of toxic positivity and happy matters is something I'm really passionate about. And what I'm going to tell you today might just change your life. When someone dismisses you about anything, whether it's through toxic positivity or calling you lazy or whatever, your number one job is to protect yourself against this attack. And I don't care what you call it, it's an attack. I have a rare neurological disease called narcolepsy, and it's so rare that even sleep doctors don't understand it. They're busy focused on other things. I've had narcolepsy over 40 years, so I'm very used to people telling me the way I should be and the things I should be able to do. And once I taught myself how to not take on anybody else's baloney, things started getting a lot easier for me. I like to use the example of if someone came to you and said, "Hey, fly around the room," you would look at them like they're crazy. I can't fly. There's no way. It's not possible. Nobody can fly. And that is the tool that I used when someone came to me and said, "You can do that." I would look at it as they said to me to fly because I know I can't do that. It's easy. It's easy for me to say no and not have any weird feelings about it. Every feeling you've ever had came from inside of you. So when someone says something and you start to have feelings, you have to turn it back on them. And you don't do it in a confrontational way. They're not even involved in what I'm about to tell you. So, how do you do that? How do you not take on what these people are trying to feed you? Well, I saw them as incapable of knowing. I mean, for me, I had an advantage because narcolepsy is a rare disease. And until you've lived with it, you can't understand it. It's literally not possible. So when you're in a situation like that, you have to really hold on to the fact that you know something they don't. Another example is imagine you had the vision of a hawk and you could see forever. And you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, a cow. And the person that's sitting with you is like, "Pfft, there's no cow there." But you know the cow is there. And you know as soon as you drive up to a certain place, they will also see the cow. So you don't say anything because there's no point in trying to convince them. And then you get to that point and they're like, oh, look, a cow. And you just roll your eyes. Can you see the energetic difference of you being able to see the cow and them not being able to see the cow didn't affect you personally because you could see it and they couldn't. So if you can take that experience and transfer it to the confrontational situation that you're having where someone can't see the emotional cow, then you preserve your own self because you're doing this just for you so you don't get jacked up. So, what does that look like in real life? If I'm lamenting to someone that I've lost seven of my teeth because of my health issues, and they say, well, at least you have the rest of them, instead of, getting offended or feeling dismissed by that, I just think to myself, I hope you never know just exactly what it means to go through what I'm going through. Like, I don't even bother to say it because it's enough that I know. And seeing their inability to give you proper empathy is a shortcoming in their social skills, in the evolution of their humanity. That's what it is. That might sound kind of rude, but if you think about it, it's true. They just don't know better. Everyone is doing the best they can with where they're at, and some people are just better at some things than others. And it's really important that you get to a point where you accept that some people are just never going to get it. They're going to go to the grave never getting it. And for me, I'm just grateful that I do get it, that I'm not living that life that they're living, because it's not what I want for myself. Hello, fellow rebel. Thanks for staying until the end. It means the message connected for you, and that makes me happy. Action creates change. Listening to videos like these expands your perspective. Subscribe or follow if you're ready for more. You can solidify this lesson by dropping your takeaway in the comments. Want to go deeper? Comment what you would say if it was your turn in the conversation.